Hello, Mr. Kempton.
Hi.
My name is Sam Tibbs. I'm a
Nice to
physical
meet you.
therapy student.
Okay.
Be going through an evaluation with you today.
Okay.
So, what brings you in here today? What's been going on?
I've been having a lot of pain on my left side right here.
Left side. Okay.
Yeah, it feels like it's in my hip area, and I've been really struggling. I like to run. In fact, I love to run. It's kind of my life.
Gotcha.
And so with the pain, it's been horrendous. And so
Sure.
you're kind of the first person I've been to. I just needed to come get it checked out because I'm in a lot of pain.
So, you're a runner.
Correct.
You've got some hip pain.
Correct.
Is this brand new? Did this start this morning, or has this been something that's sort of been progressing? Like, what point did you notice?
Right. No, I see what you're saying. I love marathons.
Okay.
I'm 40 years old. I've been a marathon runner my whole life, pretty much.
Sure.
Relatively. Not my whole life, but while I was training, it's probably I've been training for this marathon coming up, the Boston Marathon, and I've been noticing that it's probably been the last couple of weeks or so that the pains a little bit but not as bad, but then in the last couple of days or so as I've been running it's really come on really strong.
Okay. Has it impacted your training regimen?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I normally run because marathons are about 26 miles. I normally run about 10 miles a day, and I can't I struggle after a mile.
Okay.
And so I really need to get this resolved.
Sure. Beyond the running or the training, how else is this hip pain kind of impacting you?
Right.
What else is it limiting?
Right. I work as a real estate agent, and so I'm up on my feet a lot. I have to walk around and take clients around and check on homes, and so so it's kind of affecting my job a little bit as well.
Okay. And how long have you been a real estate agent?
I got into the real estate business when I was about 25, so it's been about 15 years or so.
Excellent.
So are you looking for a home?
I was going to say, here in town, I might be looking for a home.
There you go.
Okay, we'll save that for another time. How about your home? Do you live in a home?
Yeah.
Or an apartment?
I live in a two-story single home, and I do have a basement, so I do have to get up and down some stairs because that's where the laundry is down in the basement. Okay. But what's nice is that it has handrails, so even though I have some pain while to get down there, I kind of have the handrails to brace me a little bit.
And there's some pain associated with kind of going
up and down,
okay.
Up and downstairs as well.
Okay. And do you live there? Are you married?
Correct. Yeah, I'm married,
okay.
and I've got 3 kids. I have a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, and an 8-year-old.
Okay.
So they keep me busy too.
Gotcha. And besides the running, do you have any other hobbies that you find yourself participating in when you're not showing homes and things like that, or taking care of the house?
Not really. Besides the running and the training for marathons and my job and my kids, those kind of keep me busy enough.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of what I focus on.
Okay, gotcha. Do you have any previous medical history, perhaps that might be pertinent to this? Any hypertension or or anything like that?
I've got nothing.
Okay.
That's kind of why I came in, because I haven't ever had really anything. I've been healthy my whole life, active my whole life, and so that's why I really want to get this checked out, because I've never really had anything before.
Gotcha. And are you on any medications at this time?
No medication. So I've been I consider myself a very healthy person, and so I just not even ibuprofen, no Advil. I haven't really been taking anything.
Not even for this pain.
Not even for this pain. I've just kind of tried to struggle through it, but once it got more persistent, I just thought I needed to come see someone about it.
All right, I understand. And so, when you are experiencing this pain, when it's the worst, on a scale from 0 to 10,
okay.
0 being no pain at all,
okay.
or 10 being worst possible pain you've ever experienced, we need to go to the emergency right now.
Yeah.
Where does that fall in that scale when it's the worst?
Oh man, I'm at a 10.
Okay.
There are a couple times when I was sometimes at night that's when that's kind of when I roll over onto that side, on the left side, when I sleep at night. Mm-hmm. It really hurts me, and there's some times where I have to wake my wife up and I'm almost ready to go to the emergency room. Okay. I'm at a 10.
So you've got this pain. It's really bad.
Right.
But you're not taking any Tylenol or
Right.
anything like that.
Right.
When it's not as bad as it
Right.
possibly
Right.
can be,
Yeah.
what is your pain level? Are
I'm at a 0.
Okay.
Right,
Well, that's
so-
good. So you can kind
right.
of get around sometimes.
Right. So I mean, that's kind of what it is I can get around sometimes, but it's kind of when I put myself into specific situations that my pain almost subsides. But then when I roll over onto it when I sleep or when I try to run, I mean, I shoot up the scale.
Gotcha. Okay. And I know that you haven't had any other diagnostic tests for this because you said
I haven't been
that
to
this
the
is
doctor.
the first place that you've been. Okay.
Right.
And we talked about that. In general, even beyond the hip pain, have you
Right.
experienced any dizziness or lightheadedness or faintness or anything like that?
Nothing that I've noticed. No.
Okay. And notice any difference in the skin temperature or color around that hip or anywhere for that matter?
Not necessarily. No, I haven't. Really, maybe I haven't really paid attention to it, but I haven't really noticed any differences. No.
Okay.
But there is one thing, and I don't know if it's pertinent or not. That's kind of. But there was. I had to go to the dermatologist. I had to remove a basal cell carcinoma on my nose.
Okay.
About a year ago. So even though that doesn't really, that's not part of the hip, I just, I want to make sure and get you my whole history. So I wasn't sure if that was necessary or not.
It is necessary, and I
Okay.
appreciate you
You're welcome.
bringing that to my attention.
Yeah. But besides other than that, I haven't noticed anything else with my skin.
Okay. Now I know you did say that depending on certain positioning, so forth,
Right.
the pain increases.
Right.
Have you noticed any decrease or increase in like the range of motion, or what may exacerbate that, or it just kind of happens when it happens?
Right. I don't really pay attention to it a whole
Okay.
lot. It's just kind of when it comes, it's there, and when it's not, it's not. And I try to put myself into positions where it's not as painful.
Okay, and we'll get your height and weight there and kind of take a closer look
Okay.
at that as well.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Any challenges with balance or coordination, directly or indirectly? That you've noticed? due to
Maybe
this?
directly. Like I
Okay.
said, sometimes when I get that pain, whether I
Gotcha.
have to do the laundry or some other chores around the house, I do notice it a little bit. But it's all just directed there.
Any history of falling?
No,
Okay. How about heartburn, diarrhea, kind of GI stuff?
nothing. I've always
Okay.
been healthy, so I've never experienced that before.
Gotcha.
Had that.
Any bowel or bladder incontinence?
No,
Okay.
no issues there.
Difficulty having sex?
Maybe a little bit of difficulty,
Okay.
especially with the hip and stuff like that. It's a little bit more difficult.
Okay. How about communication?
No communication.
Perfect. Perhaps is there anything that I may have missed that you'd like to share that may be pertinent to this examination?
No, you covered everything.
Okay, and so thank you very much for answering all those questions. I know some of them are a little redundant, but before we progress to the physical examination, what goals do you have for participating in physical therapy?
I was talking to you a little before in the marathon, the Boston Marathon, and so I really, I want to be better so that I can train for that. So if I can do that, then that would really be helpful. That's kind of my only real goal.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much for helping me with that, and we will move right along.
All right.